Crisis alert! The humble hermit crab, a master of recycling nature's shells, is now resorting to our plastic waste. Imagine the irony. A creature that's been around for over 100 million years, now using soda bottle caps and plastic toys to shield itself. A recent analysis of photos snapped by wildlife fans and shared online reveals a shocking trend. 2/3 of hermit crab species are seen living in what scientists term as artificial shells, our discarded waste. Scientists are heartbroken, but are we? It's time to rethink our relationship with plastic, for the hermit crabs and for the planet. This is more than an environmental issue, it's a call to action. So next time you discard plastic, remember, you might just be giving a hermit crab its next home. Let's make it a safe one. Imagine a planet twice the size of Earth blazing hot and 97 light-years away. This is GJ 9827d, discovered through the lens of the Hubble Space Telescope. It's the smallest exoplanet ever detected with water molecules in its atmosphere. Yes, water, the essential ingredient for life as we know it. But hold your horses, this isn't a new oasis for humanity. The scorching temperatures on GJ 9827d would turn any water-rich atmosphere into steam. Life, as we understand it, can't survive there. The mysteries of GJ 9827d are still unfolding. Astronomers are yet to uncover the true nature of this unusual world's atmosphere. But the discovery of water molecules? That's a game-changer, making GJ 9827d a beacon for further exploration.
Imagine biting into a slice of bread, knowing the price index declined by 0.2% between November and December, lowering the annual rate for this category to 7.5%. A sweet relief, isn't it? Now envision the opposite. The cost of sugar, meat, milk, eggs, cheese, fish, and fruit all rising. Not as appetizing, right? In 2023, South Africans grappled with an inflation rate of 6%, lower than the previous year, yet still impactful. Food and non-alcoholic beverages. They outpaced annual inflation, despite food inflation softening to 8.5% in December, a hair's breadth lower than November's 9%. 5 subcategories, including bread and cereals, oils and fats, sweets and desserts, vegetables and hot beverages, saw a decrease in December. On the other hand, the annual meat inflation rate nudged up to 3.9% from 3.5% in November.
Picture this: Mars, the red planet, home to NASA's Ingenuity helicopter. History was made when Ingenuity achieved the first powered flight on another world. But, as with any great venture, challenges arise. On its 33rd flight, a mysterious piece of debris was spotted on Ingenuity's leg. Think of it as a plastic candy wrapper out of place on the Martian landscape. It eventually fell off and gently landed back on the surface. No damage to the vehicle, but a real head-scratcher for the teams back on Earth. As they work to uncover the source, we're reminded that exploration, even on a distant planet, isn't always smooth sailing. Stay tuned for more space stories as we unravel the mysteries of Mars. Picture this: a dusty old loft, a forgotten box, and a childhood toy that's about to become a whole lot more than just a keepsake. Ever heard of a Star Wars Jawa figure? Well, one of these little guys just sold for a whopping 19,500 pounds. Talk about striking gold in the attic. Now the world of collectibles is a fascinating one. From Funko Pops to vintage dolls, there's something out there for everyone. But remember, investing in collectibles isn't a guaranteed win. It's a bit like sports. You've got to know the game, do your research, and sometimes take a leap of faith. So, next time you're up in the attic, keep an eye out. Who knows? You might just have a fortune waiting to be discovered.
Did you know? Japan's Slim Moon lander recently made a historic touchdown on the lunar surface, marking a significant milestone in space exploration. However, it was not all smooth sailing. The lander experienced an engine malfunction just 160 feet above the lunar surface. This issue caused the spacecraft to tip over on landing, leaving it in a nose-down position. Despite this setback, the mission demonstrated high-precision landing technology, landing within 180 feet of the target. It also deployed 2 micro-rovers and captured images of the lunar surface. While the lander's solar cells currently point away from the sun, rendering it unable to generate electricity, there's hope that power generation will be restored and exploration operations will resume. This landing makes Japan the 5th nation to successfully land on the moon, truly a leap for mankind.
Picture this: Springboks coach Rassie Erasmus, known for his strategic mind and passion for rugby, now in a hospital bed after what's being called a freak accident. A sudden turn for a man who's usually orchestrating plays from the sidelines, not wrestling with bandages and bedpans. No, it's not a plot twist from a sports movie, but real life showing us that even the toughest among us can be blindsided. It's a reminder that life, just like sports, can be unpredictable. As we await more details, we send our best wishes for a swift recovery to the coach. Stay tuned for more updates on this story.
In a commendable stride for civil liberties, Amazon's Ring has made a significant policy shift. No longer will police and other government agencies be able to request doorbell camera footage directly from the Neighbors app. Instead, they'll have to submit a formal legal request to the company. But don't worry, public safety agencies like fire and police departments can still use the app. They'll be sharing safety tips, updates, and community events. However, from January 31st, law enforcement won't be able to make new posts asking users to submit footage. Existing police requests on the app can be responded to by Ring users until February 29th. A step forward for privacy, wouldn't you agree?
In a startling protest, activists have taken to throwing soup at art masterpieces. The iconic Mona Lisa in France's Louvre, a creation of Leonardo da Vinci from the 16th century, has been the latest target. Despite being ensconced behind bulletproof glass, the painting was subjected to a food counterattack by two female protesters. Their message, a demand for healthy and sustainable food. They posed a thought-provoking question before the masterpiece: what is more important, art or the right to healthy and sustainable food? They criticized the current agricultural system, expressing concern for the welfare of farmers. Museum security responded by placing black screens before the protesters, soon evacuating the room. This is the latest in a series of art-based protests, a unique method to call attention to global issues.
Circa 15th century, Europe was besieged by a mysterious ailment. The English, Germans, and Italians called it the French disease. The Polish named it the German disease, while Russians pointed fingers at Poles. In France, it was christened the Neapolitan disease after the French army caught it during the invasion of Naples, Italy. The malady? Syphilis. This sexually transmitted infection has left an indelible mark throughout history, its origins shrouded in mystery and debate. A popular theory suggests its emergence in the Americas, traveling to Europe with the return of Christopher Columbus. However, the plot thickens. Recent studies hint at a more complex narrative. Thanks to paleopathology, scientists can extract and analyze genetic information from ancient pathogens preserved in bones, dental plaque, mummified bodies, and historical medical specimens, unraveling syphilis's past, one study at a time.